Hello, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. This is a general message for Capricorn. If it resonates with you, take what does, leave what doesn't. If it don't fit, don't force it, just relax and let it go. Now, Capricorn, this could be yourself or somebody you're dealing with, but this person is under judgment as they got caught being unfaithful, and someone is speaking the truth and setting themselves free from a third party situation. This could have been a marriage in the past, or this could have been a committed relationship. They could have had an affair in a working environment, but subconsciously, you know the game is over as they have been caught. The cycle is over, and it feels all doors are closed in this person's life. Okay, the person made bad choices regarding their family. So this could even be family that are closing doors towards this person. But a chapter in your life is coming to an end. But rest assured here, Capricorn, that beautiful things are ahead in the next chapter of your life once you walk away and complete this cycle. But you need to let go of all things that are out of your control and move forward. There are more beautiful things ahead than any you leave behind. And the number that did come up for you was 666. You need to put your faith in your gut and your inner voice right now here, Capricorn, and pay attention to your feelings and use them to help you become a better person if this is you that's going through this. I send you love and light. So let's see. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. What other message for Capricorn do they need to know? Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. Love sucks, some of you are feeling. It seems like you stopped believing in love, but you need to let yourself heal so you can be open again, because some of you are healing right now or need to heal. Because for somebody here, you're not being you. You're trying to project a perfect image, but it's not really you. You need to be yourself, okay? Take this mask off and stop pretending to be somebody that you're not. Or if it's not you, it's the person you're dealing with. But Capricorn, somebody's in some form of untrue stories here. You tell yourself bad things, change your stories and see the good that can happen, okay? So remember, Capricorn, this will help you to become a better person, okay? So let's say this is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. It seems like Capricorn, you've been going through some past trauma. You need to take time for yourself and heal your past trauma before moving on right now, okay? Because it's like you're going to be building a new house with old bricks. Because you need to realize you're not compatible with this person. You don't really believe there's a match for you, but you need to have an open mind because there is somebody out there for you. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Let me see. Where's that one? Oops. Yeah, that one. Not that. Yeah, somebody's going through some past trauma. And it could have even been from childhood, okay? But it's affecting your relationship. And you're feeling that nobody can come pair with you or be compatible with you, okay? Let's see what's taking place in the past. Yes, in the past, there was a lot of criticizing going on. Criticizing your partner is driving them away. You need to focus on the good qualities because somebody's just seeing all the faults and all they keep. The person that's criticizing somebody here, they ain't feeling good about themselves. Okay? This is somebody here who's projecting. Okay? Like here, misery likes company. What they don't like about themselves, they're projecting onto you. Okay? Or vice versa. Subconsciously, what does Capricorn need to think about? There is untrue stories here. You tell yourself bad things, but you need to change your stories and see the good that can happen because it's negative way of thinking. Okay, because wherever your head goes, the body will follow, and what you think you're drawing to yourself here. Okay, if it's negative, especially negative energy. Yeah. Somebody's fearing touch here. You don't trust touch. You need to take small steps until you feel comfortable with others, because somebody doesn't like to be touched, hugged. They the come I say come Committee. It's like you deep down you do want to be able to connect with people. But through, like I said, through past trauma, childhood issues, it seems like it's made you put up a wall towards people, so you're not allowing people in. At the bottom, you do have be guarded. You are lonely because you're so aloof. You need to trust others and let them into your heart, okay? Because some of you are definitely setting up walls rather than letting people in. And it's like, say, you're frightened to get hurt again, but it's all part of life to go and say, like, you're developing. Some people come into your life for a season, for a reason. And sometimes it's just to teach you a lesson, okay? Some of yours is karmic, okay? That you had on past issues with that you needed to actually settle. Let's see what other message here for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. Yeah, somebody's going through this past traumas. Tell me the tea about this past trauma, okay? Because you need to take some time to yourself, because you need to heal your past. Otherwise, you will be building a new house with old bricks. Yeah, some of you was in a love triangle in the past with a third party involved. Somebody had multiple lovers and choices to make in the past. Some of you, that's the reason why. Because you don't seem to realize that every person that you slept with, you got an attachment to. And so there's a spiritual attachment to somebody here. And if they had a lot of partners, there could be a succubus attachment to this person. Okay, because somebody was criticizing somebody in the past. Okay, didn't think making the person feel they wasn't good enough. Yeah, this was a boss daddy, stable, rich business owner, CEO, big dick energy. Okay, this was somebody here who could have been a bit of a control freak, because when it comes to untrue stories, subconsciously, you know it's time to move on. You're saying thank you next, okay? Because you're realizing that it was a form of abuse, okay? Let's see, am I getting all these cards? Here we go, yeah. So it's a form of abuse what was going on with this person. Definitely dealing with a forcer. This person forces things on you, forces their way in, uses force to get what they want. This could be you, or you're dealing with somebody like this, okay? But somebody subconsciously is thinking about moving on, because there's definitely been cop blocking going on here, okay? Somebody feels like they dodged a bullet. The blocking negativity, escaping crazy people, and protected by haters here, because there was some love affair that was taking place. Okay, somebody had a secret lover, and like I said, something's gonna be coming to an end, and somebody's gonna know the truth, and somebody's gonna have to walk away from people and things that no longer serve them. Let's see what other message here for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. Spill the tea here for Capricorn, because this love triangle is because there's some past trauma that took place, and somebody's not going over it, that it was put in a third party situation. Yeah, echoes check. Interactions are forcing you to confront your own ego right now here, Capricorn. Okay? Because what's in the dark has to come to the light subconsciously, or in the past day for some of you. You could have been given a cold shoulder. Someone is deliberately distant themselves and hiding some dissatisfaction here. This boss daddy, okay, who was criticizing or being criticized, because subconsciously somebody's going to be public exposed, and their private matters could be exposed, and somebody's moving on from this, okay? Because there was fear in touch. There was somebody here who was a bit of a bully or forcing things, or somebody here is a bit of a control freak. Yeah, but the past life again echoes for this person. Some connection or feelings feel like echoes from the past life. So somebody's repeating the same script, different cast. Okay, at the bottom, there's definitely going to be some exposing some lies. The truth will eventually be exposed here, Capricorn. Okay, and it could be regarding somebody who does have childhood issues, or somebody here who's still going through their past hurt. Okay, somebody who's building a new house with old bricks. Somebody's cop blocking here. Somebody's here doesn't want to actually have sex. Somebody's setting boundaries. Let's see what other message here for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. Capricorn, if this resonates with you, please like, share, subscribe. Yeah, there's definitely this past trauma, third party situation going on. This could have been in a marriage, okay? For some of you right now, you're going to be finding the mental strength after a separation, okay? You're going to be rejoining back the world again, going back out there again. Some of you could be dating again, okay? But for somebody here, some of you could be dealing with an Aquarius, or you may have this in your chart. Somebody here, trouble is coming, okay? Some of you could have jumped out the frying pan into the fireplace and there was a divorce, a breakup, okay? Tell me more about this echo check here. Yeah, somebody started a new relationship here. Could have been with a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Okay, it was a new beginning. Yeah, somebody's going through some inner conflict because somebody's leaving somebody for somebody else here. And somebody was unfaithful, okay? And it ended with conflict because for somebody here, somebody was fearing change and was being very indecisive about a person that they needed to choose, okay? But in the past, this criticizing here from this boss daddy here, somebody was very defensive. Somebody had to set boundaries here, okay? Because some of you could have been dealing with a Virgo, okay, who's now setting boundaries and very defensive because it's been criticized in the past. Yeah, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. Somebody was definitely dealing with a fellow earth sign who was very ungrounded, okay, male or female. They was unsuccessful in their career. That could be business that was corrupted. Somebody was doing some illegal deals in the past. And subconsciously, somebody now is up in their ego regarding their private matters that's being exposed, okay? Because, like I said, what's in the dark, Capricorn, has to come to the light because somebody's definitely fearing change or unstable. They can't be trusted, okay? And somebody here is up in their ego and spying, okay? There could be some delayed news that's going to be coming through here, Capricorn, okay? For somebody here right now, it seems like somebody's been sending some message out or wants to message somebody about equal give and take. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo, Gemini, or Taurus, okay? But someone's saying thanks next. Somebody's moving on, okay? Because subconsciously, you know the relationship wasn't equal give and take. And when it concerns someone's connection or feeling like echoes from the past, somebody is stepping out in faith. But like I said, somebody could be jumping out the frying pan into the fireplace, okay? Yeah, somebody's going to feel like they hit rock bottom, but they're moving forward though, okay? They're getting over the loss. But for some of you, you will be joining the world again. But like I said, they're definitely coming out from some abusive relationship, some unwelcome change, setbacks in your life, okay? Karma was regarding somebody here who was waiting to offer some form of apologies to relationship. Could be traveling towards this person, but for some of you, there's definitely been some deception and deceit and lies in a relationship, friendship, okay? And somebody here has not made a choice because they're unbalanced, okay? And they're feeling like they hit rock bottom. Let's see what the vibe is here for Capricorn before I complete this reading. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. Not started yet, but somebody's been having some physical passion. The connection is charged with desire, but make sure hearts aren't getting lost in the heat. Because somebody here was just in for sex, and it seems like the passion now has brought them to a stage where somebody here was just using digital love. It seems like you're vibing through the screens, but you don't romanticize a connection that hasn't been tested in real life. So some of you could be doing a lot of online dating, okay, and being very indecisive regarding a third party. But there's also in the past, there was some cosmic connection. This connection transcends time, space, and logic. You met in other lifetimes and other dimensions here. Okay, but this was somebody here that you was criticizing a lot in the past, or being criticized by a masculine here. Okay, subconsciously, regarding this untrue story, somebody was living in a dream world. Okay, you live in a dream in a solo gig here. Every day feels like the best plot twist, and when you're with the one you love, because somebody wants equal give and take with the one they love subconsciously. Somebody could be spying on somebody here. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo. Some of you it's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. You may have this in their chart, but somebody's definitely underneath some form of delusion regarding this relationship, because the story's not true how it really went. Yeah, somebody's definitely hit rock bottom, going through some bad luck, and they're looking for someone new. Someone unexpected could soon shift your perspective on love. You're not done discovering that your heart is capable of here, if that's for somebody. Because at the bottom for you here, Virgo, love is love. Some of you could be in a same-sex relationship, because love transcends labels, gender, and expectation. Let your heart feel without fear or apology, because for some of you, somebody could have left somebody for the same-sex relationship, okay, or the marriage could have broken up because of the same-sex relationship. Let's say, because someone's definitely caught blocking somebody here. Mm-hmm. Let's say, what other message here for Capricorn, Sun, and wow, that's too many. Let's see what evil eye could be being sent towards Capricorn. Wow, come on quickly. You need to actually burn some Palo Santo, smooth, spicy aroma. It clears out negative energies that could be around you right now, Capricorn, and it instills calm and relaxation, and you'll fill your home with joy and harmony. Okay, what other evil eye somebody could be sending towards Capricorn? Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. Yes, somebody's secretly jealous and hating on your romantic relationship. This was somebody who was jealous of your relationship here, okay? They were secretly jealous of, and could have been a third party that interfered in breaking up this relationship, because subconsciously, somebody's causing you to act out of character, irrational, your emotions and your mood swings. Somebody is affecting your relationship, okay, or affecting your character. If you suddenly become abusive and domestic, abuse is going on in the home or in the family, it's because somebody is affecting your mood and sending you the evil eye. Okay. What other message for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Venus rising? Yeah, the hating on your body image, your exercise routine, the body to affect every how you look and how you come across to people. And at the bottom, you do have ancestors, angels, your spiritual guides, and your goddess. They got your back here, because somebody, they can't stand to see you shine right now, Capricorn. Okay, so they're sending you the evil eye. This could be friends, a relationship, somebody in your family, okay? But something is coming to an end. And after every ending, Capricorn, there's a new beginning. But you've got to actually go through this right now, okay? Because it will make you a better person at the end of it. Because somebody may have to go through a major transition, a change, okay? If this resonates with you, Capricorn, please like, share, subscribe. I send you love and light. Namaste.